Hello friends, welcome to Educate 247. So we are back with our series on root words. So today we'll be covering the session 14 of the book Word Power Made Easy by Norman Lewis. So before we begin, so if you haven't watched our videos from session 1 to 13, I request you to click on the link in the description and view those videos first. And if you are new to our channel, I request you to click on the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to stay tuned with amazing MBA related content on our channel. Also, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Telegram, and we have our MBA preparation group on Telegram where you could actually join and we share amazing MBA related articles, general awareness questions, and other questions to boost your MBA preparation. And also, we have launched our CAT Booster 2020 course, which is a 360-degree mentorship program for CAT, and you could avail it at a discount of 1000 for limited period of time. So let's begin. First, we will discuss the root words, and based on the root words, we'll have the words and we'll try to learn their meanings. So let's begin. First we have is notus, which means known. Next we have is summus, which means highest. Next is corrigio, which is corrigo, which is correct. Vetus is old. Genesis is birth. Sion is known. Con is with. Greg is people. And pathos is disease. Let's begin. So these are the 10 words which will be discussed in today's session. So let's study them in detail. First word we have here is notorious. So notorious. So notus is someone who is well known. So to be notorious means to be well known, but for something bad. So we have this notorious children who are especially mischievous and remembered or are well known for doing something bad. Next is consummate. So consummate was perfect or complete in every way. So summus was there, which was high or perfect. Next we have is incorrigible. So incorrigible. So corrigible basically means correct or right. For incorrigible will be someone who is not right or has a bad behavior or is impossible to improve. So that person will be termed as an incorrigible person. Next we have is inveterate, which is someone who does something very often and cannot stop doing it, like a alcohol addict. He drinks alcohol very often and cannot stop doing it. Next we have is congenital. So congenital is basically, so genital is based on genesis. So congenital disease or condition exists at or from birth. So something which is from birth or origin, the diseases. Chronic is basically long time. So especially a disease or something bad continuing for a long time. Next we have is pathological. Pathos is disease, logical, logy is study. So study of diseases will be termed as pathological. So science of causes and effects of diseases will be termed as pathology or pathological. Next is unconcessionable. Unconscionable will be not right or not reasonable. So something which is not incorrect or not means it's not reasonable will be termed as a inconscionable. Next we have is a glib. So glib is basically speaking or spoken in a confident way but without careful thought or honesty. So we have this straightforward people who actually are very glib. They speak truth in a confident way, but they don't care about thoughts or anything. And the final word is egregious. So egregious is readily or frequently entering into relationships with women will be termed as egregious. So let's begin with our words for today. So now we'll be starting with the practice exercises. So let's begin. So if we see here, notorious. So what is a notorious? So notorious was someone who was known for his bad behavior, well known for his bad behavior. So which is unfavorably known. Next is consummate. So consummate was basically finished or perfect or artistic. So this is two. Next is incorrigible. What is incorrigible? Incorrigible is beyond reform. So someone whose behavior can't be corrected. Inveterate. So inveterate is basically alcoholic, if you remember. So someone who does something regularly and couldn't stop doing it. So it is for a long standing habit. So this is 4. Congenital is a disease right from the birth. So this is from the birth. Next is chronic. Chronic is something for very long time. So continuing over long period of time or recurring. So this is chronic. Pathological is it is relating to basically study of person. So study of diseased person. Next is unconscionable is someone who is actually without conscience or scrupulous, or who is someone who is not a reasonable. Next is glib. So glib was basically suspiciously smooth. So he just speaks, he doesn't think and he just speaks confidently. So he is a glib. Next we have is egregious. So who is outstandingly bad or vicious. So this is 10. So I hope all the 10 words are clear with you. Let's move on to next part, which is answer whether yes or no. So do people become notorious for good acts? Definitely no, because they are well known for the bad behavior. Is Beethoven considered a consummate musical genius? So yes, he is a well known or a consummate or a perfect musical instrument. So he is a musical genius. So if a criminal is truly incorrigible, is there any way in attempting rehabilitation? Incorrigible is someone who can't be corrected. So this is definitely going to be no or yes. I have to think first. So it's going to be no. Does an inveterate smoker smoke occasionally? No. An inveterate is someone who does it often and who couldn't stop doing it. So he is not an occasional smoker. So sorry. Basically, it's going to be no. So this is going to be no. Next we have is Congenital deformity, ones that occurs late in life. So congenital, which means from birth. So no again. Next we have is a chronic invalid much of time. So chronic is there for a long time. So it's not invalid for much time. So it's going to be there for more longer period of time. Is a pathological condition normal and healthy? So is it normal or healthy? No. Sorry for this. This is a yes. It's invalid or ill for much longer period of time. So yes. If a person commits an unconscionable act of cruelty, is there any regret, remorse or guilt? So you have to think. So if it's inconscionable act, which is not reasonable, so is there any regret, guilt or remorse behavior? So definitely it's not going to be there. So eighth one will be no. Next, is a glib talker awkward or hesitant in speech? Definitely not. He is very confident while talking. And final one, is egregious error very bad? Yes, it's bad and vicious. So I hope we are clear with all the 10 words here. So that's all for today's session. So if you have liked this session, I request to click on the like button and share this video with your friends. And also if you have any suggestions or improvements regarding this video, please don't forget to mention them in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you and have a nice